People with mental health problems are less invited to interviews, according to an article by Johnsons et al. Managers hiring intentions regarding people with mental health problems. Having a job has positive benefits for mental health, suggesting people who seek employment have better health. Work provides a certain stability, but for people with mental illness, getting a job and keeping a job is a little bit more complicated. Benefits of work on mental health could help people who are struggling with mental illness, however. I have comorbid disorders, which means I have things like anxiety and depression, or sometimes even psychosis. As someone also living with chronic pain, stress is disorganizing and exhausting, and I sometimes enjoy my roller coaster of life, but it does have its ups and downs. I choose not to disclose my disability status because of the stigma surrounding mental illness. If you are anything like me, take a moment to understand why I opt out of disclosure. Hiring managers' attitudes, structural stigma, and let's revisit my first fact. People with mental health problems are less invited to interviews. Please take a look at a couple of my graphs. These just show hiring managers' attitudes. On the left, it says that they would be reluctant to hire anyone on that side. And it says strongly agree to people who are alcohol addiction and mental health problems. Perkins and Rinaldi write in an article for Cambridge University Press, having a job is good for you. Being socially involved as well as contributing to a larger cause can be positive. And the opposite is true. Negative consequences can also happen. They write layoffs and job insecurity show reports of worsening mental health. In my search for work, seeking rewarding work was the most motivating for me. I love work. I recognize the mental health benefits, the self-esteem improvement, and that my work helps me accomplish my goals. Unemployment contributes to mental health problems. There are disadvantages for people with mental health problems, and unemployment may make mental health problems worse. Unemployed people have more mental health problems, as well as poorer physical health. Perkins and Rinaldi write Perkins and Rinaldi. In a long-term study of unemployed individuals with mental health problems, only 10% got a job within 2 years, write Strand, Matthias et al. Work is good for mental health. People with mental health should be working, or rather, it would benefit them to be working. Quote, evidence is accumulating how creativity and mental illness are related, writes Schuring, Merrill et al. Continued. The vast majority of mentally ill persons never commit a violent crime. If this is the case, that working would benefit them, they would probably be good at work, and all of the stigmas are incorrect. What keep people struggling with their mental health unemployed? There's an interpersonal stigma and a structural stigma. Quote, a popular label of incurability of mental disorders is what contributes, writes Schuring, Merrill et al. The truth is that mental disorders vary in severity, according to this author, and that they affect people differently. Reporting and media push prejudice against mental disorders. Legislation in Netherlands requiring employers to pay 70% of the first 2 years of health benefits and leave is a structural stigma because it prevents employers in Netherlands from seeking out employees who are disabled or have mental health benefits in case they might have to pay that much in their first few years working for them. I am successful because of my work. The isolation that I experienced while I was unemployed and the shame while I was unemployed caused me to become stagnant, and that stagnation and isolation caused me to become unwell. When I began to work again, I felt better. I was able to support myself. I was able to seek psychological help, and I am doing very well now. Because unemployment worsens mental health problems, it is recommended that seeking employment is beneficial for people struggling with mental health problems. The stigma contributes to higher unemployment because of hiring manager bias, despite them having positive experiences with employers. Mental health and with employing mentally people struggling with mental health. Statistics show most people struggling never commit violent crimes. I keep my mental health status to myself when applying to jobs to avoid the stigma surrounding mental health problems. Taking advantage of the system is necessary when it puts me at a disadvantage. A possible strategy to improve mental health is by seeking employment. The provided stability and socialization can improve mental health problems.